Mm. Good morning. Good morning. This is the Smart Life Club. I'm so glad you guys have joined us today. We are on the Coffee Break Show. I'm Vickie Helm. I'm so glad you're here. It is Friday, and this isn't just any Friday. This is the Rumble. It is Super Bowl Sunday coming up this weekend. And so I was like, okay, it's Friday. What do you want to talk about on Friday? What is it about Friday that's going to be really fun? I wanted to have a good conversation because we had so many conversations this week about being prepared and the viruses and earthquakes and all this stuff that happened this weekend. And it was just amazing. Everything kind of blew up. Good morning. Glad to see everybody's on. Do me a favor while you're jumping on. Do me a favor and put your name down here. Or if you're new here, please go up here where it says StreamYard. And if you go to StreamYard, it'll say /Facebook. If you go on there, click the blue button that says, yes, I get permission to see your name. That'd be really great. Happy Friday, everyone, said Lori. Nice to see you on, buddy. It's an incredible week. Listen, if you're new here, do me a favor. Make sure you put your name down there so I can see who you are. If you're watching this after the show, please put hashtag replay, hashtag #, hashtag whatever you call it, replay down below, just so I can see who is watching it after the replay. Thank you for joining us today. It's Friday. And it's not just any Friday. It's a Friday where it's going to be a great Super Bowl weekend. Hi, Facebook user. And I don't know if that's Peter saying hi or who's saying hi, but somebody tell me who that Facebook user is. It Brendan? Who is it that is that Facebook user? So anyway, this weekend is going to be a weekend full of fun. And last night, I have to admit, we cut out early. Hey, Sangar, nice to see you. Curtis Dunn, good evening. Good evening. I know it must be like 6:00 at night over there. I'm so glad you joined us. And you be safe out there where you are. So one of the things that I really want to have downtime, because downtime it's just downtime. So last night, it was Taco Thursday instead of Taco Tuesday. And a bunch of my friends gathered at a house. We had tacos, we played games. It was all good. And then we decided one of the great things about living in the mountains of Colorado, where we live in, there's 3 or 4 different hot springs around us. And where the hot springs are, you can soak yourself in. Good morning, Donnie. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, everybody. So glad to see you on. You can soak yourselves in these hot tubs in this mineral water, and it's all organic. It's really beautiful. We have beautiful, it's just wonderful to be able to soak in those tubs. And I am going to go soak in a tub this weekend as well. However, it is Super Bowl weekend. And I know you're thinking, really, Vic, are you going to talk about Super Bowl? You're going to talk about football? Yeah. And so what I know is the Chiefs are playing and the 49ers are playing. Now, I live in Colorado, and if you don't know the rival between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos, who I love, I bleed blue and orange, then you know that it's not really fun to go ahead and that when the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl and you're not playing them, you're like, oh God, well look at us, we're embarrassed. They got to the Super Bowl, we didn't. And so what happened was naturally, people went ahead and I learned football from my grandpa, who was a 49ers fan. He wasn't just a 49ers fan. He lived in California. He lived in San Francisco. And so the first team that I loved was my beloved 49ers. And thank you, Grandpa. And I know there are a lot of Kansas fans. I love you, but not on Sunday. So we'll see how that's going to be. I'm going to look at the commercials. Some of the commercials have already been out. I really like them. And I want to know, what are you doing this weekend? What are you going to be doing? And where are you going to be hanging out? What do you like to do for downtime? What is it when you want to have downtime? What do you like to do? So I got to admit, I have an addiction that most people don't know about. I'm addicted to YouTube videos. Hey, Brandon. Good afternoon. Nice to see you. And when I have downtime, I love to learn from YouTube videos. I love to watch YouTube videos. And you know what I'm obsessed with right now? I will tell you, I'm obsessed with watching mountain biking videos on YouTube. I mean, these downhillers, everything. I love watching them. I am probably going to do a little work because we're in the middle of launching another thing and it's really cool and I want to get it out there and it's fun. And at the same time, downtime is so important. And it's one of the things that has been really something I ignore. I probably ignore my downtime more than anything. It's like if I have to come up with more time, I take it out of self-care time. And I have been abruptly stopped this year. One of my goals is not to do that, is to give myself regular downtime so that I am at my best all the time. So I'm not completely just whacked out crazy. I want to be able to work. That's great. But I also want to be able to have downtime. And what do you guys do for downtime? What do you do? I like to watch some YouTube videos. I like to go mountain biking. I like to go swimming in the hot springs. I'll probably watch the one football game I'll watch this year will be the Super Bowl. Over the last, I haven't been able to watch a lot of football over a long period of time for forever. But this one, I'm going to just sit down and have some munchies and watch the football game and just have a little bit of fun. And I am also going to be doing a little bit of work on this weekend. I'm also going to do my spiritual practice this weekend as well. Very excited about that. But I want to let you guys know something that not a lot of people know right now. So y'all know Robin, right? Robin Helm. Yes, I know you do. Yes, it's her birthday on Monday. And so I'm going to be doing Facebook Live on Monday and I'm going to have fun with that. I'm going to have fun with the birthday, surprise for Monday, and I'm going to celebrate it in a way that I think is really fun. On this Super Bowl weekend, I'll be getting my nails done. You go, girl. Playing outside with my corgi kids. Yes, that would be good. Oh, by the way, we're talking to Barb. Barb is popped on and she's saying what she's got going on this weekend. So she's going to get her nails done. She's going to play outside with her corgi kids, watching Super Bowl while working on my art projects. Ooh, that's a good idea. That sounds like a fun weekend. And I'm certain you'll have some coffee with you and some sort of joy out there. The corgi kids are a lot of work. How many weeks are they now? How are they getting like 12 weeks or something like that? How old are the puppies? They're so cute. I haven't seen a puppy cam. I'm going to go over and see a puppy cam in a bit, make the day over that. So the other thing we're doing this weekend that's being painted today is going to be a studio. A new studio coming in with green screen. I will absolutely have coffee and wine. Okay, I think the party is at Barb's house and we should all go there. She's got corgis, coffee, and wine. How can you go wrong? Along with the Super Bowl. That's a great weekend, my friend. And so when you actually make plans to watch the Super Bowl, what are you going to do? Write down and tell me what you're going to do this weekend, because I know most of my friends, especially in Denver, because face it, Denver has a lot of football fans. It's not even just Bronco fans, because we are diehard Bronco fans. They're Bronco fans are Bronco fans. And there's always the tailgate party. There's always the Super Bowl party at your friend's house. You could party hop literally on Super Bowl Sunday when you're in Denver. You could, go to this party for a bit, then this party for a bit, because they're just so many of them. It's like a holiday Super Bowl Sunday. And so that is, the one place where we get to hang out and do that. But I'm going to be up in my mountains over here. And I am also going to tell you that this week, Robin and I bought a big packet of heirloom vegetable seeds. So I kind of want to plan and draw out the garden this year and make plans for how we're going to keep the deer out of our food, to keep the deer away from that. Lori is laughing, Lori Sunflower, and she says, I didn't even know it was Super Bowl weekend until you said it 5 minutes ago. Shows you how much I'm into football. Yes, I know you aren't a football chick, but you're a fun chick anyway. So it's like she didn't even know it was Super Bowl weekend until 5 minutes ago. So what are you going to be doing with this weekend? So Lori's got her regular weekend planned because she didn't know it was Super Bowl weekend. Soak in the ocean, soak in the hot springs, soak in nothingness of nothingness, and let it all go. Okay, so I have to admit, me and Donnie are going to the hot springs together today, and we planned it last night. So we're like, I'm all psyched about going. I have some work I'm going to be doing after this and getting stuff ready, but I agree with you. I want to let you know, Donnie's such a good friend of mine. We have soaked in the ocean. We've soaked in the Caribbean. We've soaked in the hot springs, and we've soaked in nothingness, and then we let it all go. Buddy, I love you, man. Thank you for that. That is us, and we are going to have some fun today. Robin says, and by the way, I control the Monday show on your birthday. I'm just saying right now, just so you know. It traditionally is my favorite time to go ski because no one is on the slopes. That's really true. It's traditionally my favorite time to go skiing because no one's on the slopes. That is good. Barb says cleaned cabins for the Broncos at their summer camp near Creede, Colorado in my college days. Forever a Bronco fan. Barb, I love you. You are my sister from another mother. I can't wait to meet you. I live by Creede, Colorado. I live about an hour outside. About an hour from Creede. About an hour. That in that same stretch of mountains over there. That's fantastic. I never knew that. She cleaned the cabin for the Broncos at their summer camp near Creede, Colorado in her college days. She's forever a Bronco fan. Me too. I bleed orange and blue. I'm telling you. And, you know, I do have my favorites because I still love the Steelers as well. But I still back him at the 70s Steelers where, you know, Mean Joe Green and Franco Harris and Terry Bradshaw. I mean, come on. That was a great team. Oh, my God. Oh, the stories I have to tell you about Creede, Colorado. I'd love to hear them one day. It's like Creed's a cute little town. It's a fun little place to go. So who else is doing what? I'm going to go soak in the tubs today at about, I don't know, probably around 2:00 or something. We're going to go down there and hang out. And we are creating a new studio as well. I don't know if I'm going to broadcast from there or not, but we do have stuff coming up I can't tell you about. I want to let you know that this week, right here, I've been suffering really badly with a pulled neck. And this is the first day I can turn this way a little bit. You know, it's been really strong. But usually what happens when I'm working a lot, my neck and my shoulders seize up, and then Robin comes in and kind of does her therapy thing with them and beats them around and puts them back together so they work better. But I started talking to people last night about how much we had gotten done as a team. And from, you know, late December, I'd say somewhere around the 26th of December till now, we've written, no, it was the 15th of December. We've written 3 books. We put up 4 websites. We have written 2 scripts and everything else and put everything online. We've done so much work. And I think my body just said, stop. And so for the last couple of days, I haven't written a thing, just trying to get my neck to, you know, if you have a tendency to overwork, you really want to plan some fun, because if you don't plan it, it's not going to happen. So, hey, Scott, nice to see you, my friend. Let's see what you got to say. The only NFL game I've seen in person was a Chiefs-Oakland game back in 1984. Yes, the Oakland Raiders. I'm a little stunned that the Chiefs are actually in the Super Bowl. Oh, ouch. I know there are friends out there. He doesn't mean it like that, but it is the Kansas Kansas City Chiefs. The 80 Chiefs are very much different. There's been some evolution with the Chiefs on there. So I think this is their second time in a row being at the Super Bowl. And yeah, they're a tough contender this year. They're a tough contender, and hopefully, I just messed my hair up. Hopefully, they'll do well. And yet, the 49ers, I don't know. I'm just go 49ers. Let's see. Lori says, as far as plans, I'm taking Ziggy to a drum and dance class on Sunday and Saturday night. Some kind of special is making me dinner. All right, someone kind of special is making you dinner. Is he in town? Is this the weekend I get to go meet him? Is this the time we get to go hang out and have fun? You know, it's funny that drum and dance circle, they sucked when I was in school in Kansas back in the 80s. Oh my gosh, that's right. I forgot you went. I forgot you were in Kansas in college back then. You wanted to be a Chiefs fan, and they sucked back in the 80s. They really did. Bless their hearts. And, you know, kind of in the 90s too. But in the 2000 era, they just stepped up. And now the Chiefs are at the Super Bowl again, and it's going to be a big day. And to my Chiefs fans, you know, I love you very much. But in honor of my granddad and the 49ers, which is how I learned football at all. And he was one of those guys, he'd fall asleep during the game. There was just me and him in front of the TV. And he would tell me about the game, and teach me about it, then fall asleep for like 5 minutes, wake up, tell me some more. He'd watch the whole game every Sunday, feet up, relaxed in front of the TV, watching the 49ers. Oop, the cat's out of the bag, Lori. That's true. I outed you. Lori's got someone kind of special. I haven't met him yet, but she's got someone kind of special, and he's making her dinner. Let me just tell you, a man who'll cook your dinner the first time in your date, that's a good thing, Lori. That's really good thing. Cheers, my friend. So on Fridays, I like to kind of keep the things open a little bit, not have really a topic of discussion. I mean, maybe if there's a current event or not. But today, what I want to say when we come to Friday, we need to celebrate our successes. We had a great week. We got a lot done. We're still getting a lot done. And then we need to, you know, celebrate what's coming up in the future. But in between celebration A and B, downtime. Now, what is downtime to me? Downtime is personal time. Nobody can etch in on your downtime unless you want it. Because, you know, for me, alone time is important. Friends time is important. Downtime where your mind gets to relax. It doesn't have to think. It doesn't have to engage. It can go numb for a while. It can read a book and just enjoy itself. It can watch a movie. It can do whatever it wants to do that's frivolous. It could go for a walk. It could cuddle the dog for a while. Downtime is so necessary. And last night, my sister had a Taco Thursday night at her house, and there was about 5 of us or whatever, 6 of us, something like that. But we had almost as many dogs as we did people. We had 4 dogs, and they all got along. And my dog's pretty big, and it's pretty hairy, and she's really a sweetheart, but she loves to be outside all the time. I mean, from the time she gets up till the time she goes to bed, she likes to be outdoors. And so it was really joyous. We had fun, and all the dogs got along, the people got along. We had such a fantastic time. And that's downtime to me. Just when you don't have to think about anything, there's just downtime. And let me tell you something. I think I've played video games. I have. And I've played board games because I'm just old enough to know board games when there weren't video games. And for some reason, I prefer hands-on board games. It's not that I don't think video games are fun. I think board games are fun because when you put the board game down, you're still engaging with the people around you and the game has some sense of focus. You have to kind of watch what's doing. Hey, Suzanne, I didn't even know you were on, honey. I'm so glad to see you. Horses, Friends, and Wings. Ooh, because they're going to be watching the Super Bowl. I really hope the 49ers win. I love you, man. I do. You are my buddy. First woman head coach at the Super Bowl. It would be great if she cleaned up the field. Wow, I like that. And she has wings. She's got horses, friends, and wings. Wings are I didn't think about that. I may have to go get us some wings. Got to have some wings. All right, that's good. So, it is pretty much history making, isn't it? We have the first woman head coach of the first woman head coach. And it would be great if she cleaned up. Isn't it interesting how the world has shifted? I mean, back when I was, in elementary school back in 19, then I never would have thought a woman coach would be even possible in the NFL, let alone at the Super Bowl, huh? Isn't that just outstanding? Hi, Suzanne. I like the way you think, Robin said. I do too. That's really cool. So make sure this weekend that we celebrate our downtime as much as we celebrate our successes, as much as we put our discipline in to get the work done, to do things. And, some of those weeks when you work a lot and you make a bit of progress, you know what I mean? Those weeks that you're just so frustrated because it didn't work. You'd had to do it over. It didn't work. And you feel like you worked a bajillion hours and you got this much done. Those are the weeks that you absolutely need to recharge yourself. Absolutely. You need to do that for yourself so much. And those weeks where you work really hard and you see great results at the end of the week, when you're like, yes, I got it done. Yes, it's everything. Look at what we did. You want to celebrate that too. You want to celebrate at every point of the journey, because that's the real thing, is the journey. The journey to wherever you're going. It just keeps unfolding. The journey doesn't stop. It's not like you arrive at a place. You rest at a place. You'd be like, oh, I love this lifestyle. Maybe you live this lifestyle 10, 20, 30, 40 years, but eventually it will end. Eventually you'll be on to something new. Eventually. And so you have it. And you know what, Suzanne, you got it going on. Now, I have to tell you what's really cool about Suzanne's place. Suzanne lives on a farm, a really big one. She's got barns and this and that. And her neighbors have barns and this and that. Her neighbors have big places. They also have this ginormous bonfire pit. And I don't mean like, I mean, put the big wood, flames 6 feet high, and like roast your marshmallow from 10 feet back because the fire's so big, and the neighbors get around and they just hang out like the good old days. They actually shut their TVs off. They shut their game stations off. They get out and close the video. They put a little music on. They go out with their neighbors. They have these big bonfires and barbecues and dances and laughing, and it's super fun. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Suzanne's house, I would suggest if she invites you, you go. It's always been really fun, but especially in the summer and the fall when they have the outdoor gigs. I really like that. That to me is good old fashioned fun. And I have a friend of mine named Judy in Massachusetts, who does that too. She's got like 12 acres and etc. And she has the bonfires outside. I love those. God, love them. They're so fun. Let's see. Suzanne says 10-foot diamond horse trough fire pit. Yeah. 20-foot flames in the air. It is really fun. It's really kick butt. And she also has a spare. She's got a big house, but she's also got a really nice RV that when we're there, we often stay in. It's quite nice. Diameter, not diamond, 10-foot diameter horse trough fire pit, 20-foot flames in the air. Stupid autocorrect. Wow, that sounds like the right kind of bonfire. It really is. It's super fun every time we get there, and etc. So here's what I have to say. It's Friday. Drop it. Drop your work for a little bit. Figure out some downtime. Make sure you have downtime every day. Every day. That fifth wheel, that's what it is. That's fun. And don't take your life for granted. Like you're always going to have another day to hang out with your friend and have tacos or go swimming or laugh loudly and heartily with them. Don't forget that anytime that you can have a pizza and go bowling with them, ridiculous fun. It doesn't have to be serious. It has to be joyful and it has to be fun. And the reason that's so important is we teach our kids how to play by how we play, not how by they play or how someone else teaches them to play. They play because we play and we play with them. And downtime is super, super, super fun. The reason I like Super Bowl weekend is because it's like a weekend where people actually get together and they just chill out. They have fun watching the game. They shout, they jump up and down, or they feel sadness and are quiet, but or there's intensity of some sort, but you're spending it with people and you're having fun. You're having bonfires and horses and friends and chicken wings, because you know I love chicken wings. And take some time to do that for yourself. Take some time to help you relax every single day, and know that when you do, and you take your kid to the drum circle and the dance thing, that you are actually helping them learn to have fun, happiness, and joy in the life. And then later, when they're our age, you'll go, remember when we used to have those big bonfires in the backyard? Yeah, those were really fun. They're going to be doing that for their family as well. As passing down that tradition. Whatever you're going to be doing this Super Bowl weekend, whatever you're going to be doing, I just want you to know one important fact, and I need you to listen to this. I mean, if you're paying attention to nothing else, know that on Monday, it'll be Robin's birthday. That's right. I'll see you guys on Monday, 9:00 on the West, 10 Mountain, noon time on the East Coast. I love you guys. Looking forward to Hot Springs this weekend. Mwah! Peace out. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.